So the war has been going on for 4 years now. This winter is particularly harsh, and your energy system has been under attack. Is this one of the most difficult times for your country these days?
The energy attacks, massive attacks by drones and cruise missiles and ballistic. You know that more than 500 drones were had during one attack, plus some dozens of missiles. This is the biggest challenge now, and we are sure that Putin doesn't want to stop. Of course, I will have communication with Americans and will try to push them to pressure on Putin to stop this war or try to show that he is stopping. Now he's showing opposite things.
But because it's a war that's really targeting the civilians, right?
Yeah,
civilian populations.
Exactly. You know, a lot of workers, dozens of them, hundreds of them, been killed during this winter or wounded, difficulty wounded. So tough attacks each night.
But despite all this, you are having talks with Russia and the United States. These are really difficult negotiations. There has been 3 rounds, and the Donbass remains really the main sticking point. The Russians insist that you cede the territory that you still control. You refuse to do that. Do you still trust this process? Because it's been going on for a year now.
We don't need to trust or not to trust. We just have to do our job. And our way how to negotiate is to speak. That was the proposition from Americans. You know, a better way if they will pressure on Putin to stop this war, and that's it. Yes, we are enemies, but we understand that without negotiations, without dialogue, nobody can stop this war. We want this war.
Who can stop it?
For today, United States tries, and I think President Trump can.
Do you think Donald Trump could do it?
I think politically, yes, because he's the president of the United States.
But are you going to make any compromise? What are you ready to do?
We are ready for compromises. When it goes about compromises, not about ultimatums from Russia. To withdraw without any kind of reasons, just to withdraw from our territory, our land, in our constitution, in the international law, our land, we control it. We control it. Just to withdraw, it's between us, it's bullshit. Yeah, we really support the idea of compromise. But be honest, if we want to stop the war, let's stay where we stay, and then find compromises without weapon, by dialogue of politicians, by diplomats. This is my opinion.
But what are your citizens telling you? After this brutal winter, Russia's war gains last year, are they willing to accept some compromise just for this war to end?
I think that people are ready for any compromises in which they don't lose dignity and independence of country. You can ask about compromise, but you have to do it with a respect to this nation, to any part of our territory, but to the people first of all.
Does it worry you that Ukraine is maybe a bit fading in people's mind because now there are other conflicts, there is Iran, there is Groenland? What is your message for people in Canada? What's your message to them?
First of all, one message to the people who support us. Thank you very much in the world, in Canada. What can I say? If we can count on continuation, we will be thankful because the war is not yet end. Yeah, it's not finished. So this is important.
But why is it so important to continue to help Ukraine?
Because Putin will not stop. We are stopping Putin now. We have to recognize reality. Putin attacks us by missiles. His missiles already can go on 5,000 kilometers. In 3 years, Putin will have all the missiles 10,000 kilometers. Nobody is saved in the world. So if he can do it here, why he can't do it in other countries? Sometimes I speak with Americans and they don't believe that Putin can attack by their missiles any continent, including United States. Now he afraid of the United States. It's true, but it doesn't mean that he will always be afraid, and it doesn't mean that he will not do it.
You probably know that Canada's military industry is set for massive growth. Prime Minister Carney has announced more money for a military industry. Are you having discussions already with Canada?
All the respect to Prime Minister Carney, I like him really. I mean, I had so many years relations with Prime Minister Trudeau, and we had very good relations with Canada. But Carney, we understood each other from the first day. So I'm very thankful to him understanding us.
Of course, Canada and other allied countries demand transparency regarding the aid granted to Ukraine. Some of your close associates have been arrested. They face charges of embezzlement. Some have been forced to resign. Have you finished cleaning up this mess, this corruption mess?
Look, you live in a war period. You will have a lot of challenges, and you will not finish today with it or tomorrow. The most important way that you have infrastructure fighting with such cases. That's it.
By the way, Donald Trump is asking you to hold election. Russia too. Are you going to have them?
I'm ready. They have to give us ceasefire for elections period.
A long ceasefire, 2 months?
Yeah, but how soldiers can go for elections if they don't give us? So how it can be?
Do you fear you can lose this war after all this?
Of course, fear. Of course, I'm afraid that Ukraine will be alone. And it means that Ukraine will be difficult to survive. It's, what does it mean to lose? To lose, it means not to survive. Just to lose your sovereignty, independence, people, and everything. In the war period, we have to concentrate and focus on unity. And only such way can bring us to peace, not to lose Ukraine.